What if I told you there's one single shift, just one, that you can make today that will silently raise your value in every room you walk into? One powerful act that doesn't require loud words, flashy confidence, or anyone's permission, yet instantly changes how the world sees you. You don't have to argue, beg, or explain. Just do this once, and everything about how others treat you begins to change. That's not a promise. It's a truth proven over and over again by those who've awakened to their inner power. And if you stay with me for the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to unlock that same power in your life. If you've ever felt unseen, disrespected, or overlooked, this message is for you. And before we dive deep, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video if it resonates with you, and share it with someone who needs this message. I also encourage you to leave a comment below. What's the one boundary you need to set today? I read every single one. Now, let's begin. Most people spend their lives chasing approval, trying to fit in, bending just enough to stay liked, over-explaining themselves just to be understood. It's a cycle that drains your spirit and never fills you back up. You're not invisible because people can't see your worth. You're invisible because you've forgotten to demand it from yourself first. Here's the truth. People don't treat you based on your potential. They treat you based on your pattern, the pattern you've trained them to follow. The way you give access without intention, tolerate without questioning, and remain available even when you're undervalued. But here's the one shift that changes everything. Withdraw your excess access. This is not about becoming cold. It's about becoming clear. There comes a point where you must understand not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. Not your time, not your energy, not your emotional investment. And when you make the decision to stop overgiving where you're not respected, you don't need to announce it. People will feel it. Your absence will echo louder than any explanation you could give. Suddenly, the favors you always did are no longer there. The emotional labor you always carried isn't yours to hold anymore. And that silence, that beautiful, intentional silence, becomes your greatest statement. And guess what happens next? The world begins to recalculate how it treats you. They may question you. They may say you've changed, and you have. You've remembered who you are. You're no longer trying to be chosen. You're choosing yourself. You're not waiting to be appreciated. You're becoming the kind of person whose presence is naturally respected. And the ones who used to take you for granted, they either rise to meet your new level or fade into the background. That's the shift. But it doesn't end there. The next step is to speak less and observe more. You see, in a world full of noise, the one who holds silence is the one with true power. Not because they don't have anything to say, but because they don't need to say it. Silence gives you clarity. Observation sharpens your intuition. While others are busy performing, proving, and over-explaining, you sit back and watch. You start to notice the tone beneath words, the flinches when the truth gets close, the inconsistencies that others miss. Because when you stop rushing to be understood, you start to understand everything. Silence protects your peace. It removes the temptation to react emotionally to things unworthy of your energy. You no longer need to win every argument or prove your worth to people committed to misunderstanding you. Instead, you observe, you learn, and you respond only when wisdom demands it. This is how you become unshakable. But here's the secret that most never realize. This kind of strength starts in private. Before anyone else can respect you, you have to respect yourself. In the dark, in the quiet, when no one else is watching. It's easy to act confident in a room full of people, but the real test is how you treat yourself behind closed doors. Do you talk to yourself with kindness? Do you keep your promises to yourself? Do you uphold the same standard in private that you want the world to reflect back at you? Because how you treat yourself in secret becomes the energy that others respond to in public. Discipline, self-talk, boundaries, forgiveness. These are not grand gestures. These are daily choices. And when you make them consistently, you no longer need applause. Your confidence becomes quiet, steady, and deeply rooted. So now you've withdrawn your access, you've chosen silence, you've respected yourself privately. What's next? Now you set your standard and never lower it. Not for love, not for validation, not to avoid loneliness. You stop settling for almost, and maybe, and one day. You stop allowing half effort to sit at the table with you. Because here's the truth, your life rises or falls to the level of your standards. And when your standard is clear, people will either meet it or they will leave. And that's a gift either way, because you are not here to shrink for others. You are here to rise for yourself. Yes, you'll be tested. People will push. They'll try to see if you'll break. But don't. Let your boundaries be built of stone, not sand. Let your values be consistent, not conditional. You don't have to scream them, just live them. Let your actions speak so loudly that explanations are never needed. And now, the final shift. Walk away without drama. No shouting, no final warning, no need to be heard. Just a quiet decision that says, I'm done. You don't need to prove you were worthy. Your peace proves it. You don't need to convince someone to see your value. Your absence teaches them better than words ever could. Walk away with calm, with grace. Let go, not because they deserve it, but because you do. Sometimes silence is your best closure. Sometimes walking away is the only statement you'll ever need to make. So if you do this one thing, truly and deeply, withdraw your access, raise your standard, speak less, respect yourself, and walk away when needed, people will never see you the same. Because you'll never be the same. You'll carry a presence that doesn't beg, doesn't chase, doesn't explain. It simply is. And that kind of presence is unforgettable. If this message touched something in you, if it made you sit a little straighter, breathe a little deeper, then please like this video right now, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next message that could shift your life again. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today. And most importantly, comment below, what's one thing you're going to do today to honor your worth? We're building a space of wisdom, strength, and truth, and you are part of it. Until next time, protect your peace, honor your soul, and let your presence do the talking.